Okay, folks, we're back again. We're gonna try to dig a little bit deeper. I thought I'd start on the crank end side. I temporarily put both heads back on. I just put 3 bolts in them just to keep them from falling off the bench or whatever. But we're gonna dig a little deeper, see what's going on with this thing. So I'm going to pull these these bolts don't seem very tight. That may be more than likely the wetness issue. Yeah. Okay, now where do we go to get behind? Hopefully that kind of washes you guys out, doesn't it? Okay. I wonder. There we go. That didn't take a great deal, I guess. I need a little smaller screwdriver for a starter. There we go. Let me try to get the that's what that looks like. That bearing, see there, that bearing does look like it's got some scoring. Let me take a paper towel and wipe that out. Looks like a cam bearing out of a car. Oh yeah. Hopefully, yeah, there you can see it. She's got some, the outer portion is pretty smooth, but the inner is something else. What we got here? Let's wipe this off. You can feel it. But there's nothing you're gonna snag a fingernail on or anything. I'm looking to see the connecting rods. I can see the connecting rod on this end, but I can't on this side because they're offset naturally. Let me get you guys down in here so maybe you can see what you see the connecting rod back here at the tip of my light for that cylinder, but I guess no, you can't see the one on the other side. There's oil down there. I think I'm going to take a magnet and dump a magnet down in the bottom, or stick a magnet down there, and I'll bring you back. I want to rut it around and see if we come up with any parts and pieces. Okay, you can see the end of the magnet. It's not the cleanest, but there we go. Tapped it off. Let's reach down in here. Ooh. I can feel sludge, a little bit of sludge down in the bottom. It doesn't seem too terrible. I haven't really felt anything glom onto the magnet, but let's take a look. There's some goop on there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep the light from washing out the picture. Stuck my finger right through the paper. I don't think there's any major filings or anything that I'm finding, as much as sludge. I'm trying to just kind of daub it off, but yeah, it's just sludge. I'm not feeling any crap down in there. So as far as filings go, I do kind of wish, well, I don't know if it would have helped. Like I said, this engine was pretty tired and knocking when we started out with it. Possibly if I'd maybe flush some diesel fuel or something through there. That may have helped. This cylinder here is back just a little bit. I'll bring you back. I'm going to pull this head off, and I'm going to take a 2x4 block or something, put it against that piston, and see if we can drive it back a little bit. I'm not really sure that's going to get us anywhere. Something else that may be a possibility, I don't know, is if I can get the light. I don't know if a magnet or something. Let me get you off the stand again. If a magnet or something behind the flywheel has caught up. I don't believe so. I don't see anything shiny or hanging down. I've had that happen before also on small engines where the magnets on the flywheel. I'm trying to get you guys in there where everything's just not right in the road. There you can kind of see down behind there where magnets on the flywheel had let go and bound things up, but I'm not seeing anything like that. Not that I can see a great deal. I'm just not seeing anything to that effect. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pull these 3 bolts back out of this head and find a block of wood or something, and we'll put a couple of wallops on that piston and see if we can get it to kick back or something a little bit, and I'll bring you back then. Okay, see if I can get you in here without where I don't knock you off due to vibration. Okay, see the mark on the soapstone, and there's a little bit up here on the top. I'm going to go down here on that end, put a block of wood on there, and give that piston a few wraps. Hopefully I don't knock the whole works off the table here. And let's see if that thing moves at all. Hopefully I don't jar you guys out of the picture. Yo, 2x4 is just a bit big. Did it move? I think if it did, it was damn little. Let's give it a few more wraps. I'm not convinced it moved. Hopefully I had you guys in the picture. It may have. Let's, like I said, if it did, it was damn little. It must be top center there, top dead center on this for the timing, which I believe the marks are back in here. Let's get a bar, stick a bar up in here. Screwdriver or something, and see if we can do some prying on that. Let's see. Here's a regular old-fashioned crowbar. It's moved, but it's not happy. And it moved damn little. Let me see if I can find something a little bit better. I kind of got you guys washed out with the light up there. Let me see if I can find something a little bit better to pry on, or, well, I wonder if I can get enough down here on these two bolts. I'm not. That, I wonder maybe if we can go back with it, or if that's just playing the let me try to find a different bar or something. I'll bring you back. Okay, I found a different bar, but unfortunately, let me see if we can get out of each other's way here. I probably got my hands right in the road where you guys. I'm trying to get you guys a decent look. It's moving back a little bit. See, we're right here now. See if we can get this tooth come back this way a little. But see that, I wonder how much of that is just the crank flopping, because we got that. I can't go any more that direction, I don't think. Well, it's turning, but not happily. Okay, we moved it from here to here. That brought this piston a little bit closer to the end. I would really, I tell you what, let's do. Watch my hands there. I'm not trying to pull some magic shit on you. Let's get a socket and a breaker bar on that and see if we can turn it. I'll bring you back. Okay, we got a 5/8 on it. Let's see if I can 5/8 inch socket and a breaker bar. Oh, yeah. All I'm doing is screwing that thing tighter. I just got the feeling, I got a bad feeling. I do not want to break that. Let's back these out again. And that's not what I wanted. That's not the socket I need. Sorry about all the flopping around there. I'm reaching through, you guys. Okay, now let's try a bar on here again. Something. I'm just not sure what to use where I can get a good there. She's turning. But boy, is she is tight. We got that piston coming back. I think I'm going to keep rotating it that way, even though it rotates this way, because I don't know if you guys, maybe let you get in there. You can see the crank and arrow. It actually shows up better on the camera than it does out here. I'm going to switch you guys back over to the piston. Let's back that piston up and see what that cylinder looks like. Maybe it's all in the crank where all the tightness is. I'll bring you back. There we go. I zoomed you in a little bit. Damn back spasms. I zoomed you in a little. Hopefully that helps. And there's some light on the subject. Like, I'm going to go around here and back this up some more. or try to. Yeah, now what do I do? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the lean over and. How's that treating you? Oh, she's back in there now. That cylinder does not look bad at all. It's smooth as silk. And I mean smooth. There's not a groove. There's not even a ridge up here at the top. I wonder if we're at the back end of our stroke. Let me look at the crank here. Not quite. Not quite. So let's try to go a little bit more. Let's try to go a little bit more. Oh, that wasn't easy, but the starter would have turned that right there. I think just a fraction more. I'm going to say right there. Let me get a rag and get you guys up in here. I'm going to zoom you back out because I'm going to pull your camera in closer. I want you to get you a look inside before I wipe it out. Okay. Now, I mean, that thing, it is smooth in there. Now, there is some scratching in there. See that? But I guarantee you, yeah, you can feel it just a little bit with your nail. Maybe you can hear that. But that's all at the bottom. And I wonder if it's due to, remember the dimples beat into the bottom of the head? Something was in this cylinder at one time. But I tell you what, a guy could hone that very easily. And it may not even take a hone. Some 4/0 steel wool or something. But I just lay my money that whatever beat those divots into that head is what scratched that at one time. And if it was still in there, either it got beat to death, which I seriously doubt. I think somebody had this apart. Let's, now that we got the pistons drawn in, I'm going to pull this head off this side, and let's take a look at this cylinder. Okay. there's that cylinder. It's got, I can see a little bit of scraping. Sorry about the shaking. My back is still, when I'm in so much pain, I shake. But you can see the scraping right there on the cylinder. Now this is, I haven't wiped it out yet. See the oil in there? I wanted you guys to discover the same thing I am. Okay, now let's wipe this one out. And see what she looks like dry. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can tell that scraping, and you can just barely feel it. It comes all the way up. I got I knocked a piece of carbon in there off my rag. There is some minor scratches in there. I know I'm blocking the light with the camera, but there is some minor scratches in there. So, and it is turning. It's not turning super free, but it's freeing up. Yeah, I'm not putting this back in the Bobcat regardless. You know, at most, we get it freed up and monkey with it, start it, clean the carbon out of the heads. If the head gaskets look pretty decent. If they would have stuck to the cylinder, I would actually flatten the heads, get me a thick piece of glass, some 400 or 800 grit sand, wet dry sandpaper, which I have, and I would flatten those heads and put them back on. But the gaskets are stuck to the heads. I'm not going to pull them off because they look like they're in fairly good shape, other than having oil on them. But yeah, I'm not putting this back in the Bobcat. I'm pretty adamant about that. I just, but we'll put it back together and hook the battery to it. See what happens. I mean, I'm going to turn that flywheel some more, make sure it doesn't catch anymore. But let's have some fun with this thing. We just well, right? All right, that's enough for now. Maybe we'll monkey with this a little bit down the line, but I think that's going to do it for now. And I'll put this back together. I mean, you guys watch me take it apart. So I'm going to just kind of slap it back together. I won't do that. I'll put the heads back on it with a couple of bolts for the night. I mean, the moisture around here, it's dry. It's bone dry. So we don't really have to worry about flash rust or anything like that. But I'm just going to put a couple bolts in it to keep a little bit of dampness out of it for now, and put it all back together at another time. And yeah, we'll have some fun with this. We'll see but I got to get it, you know, freed up more than what it is now. I wonder, yeah, it was, you know, this bearing is scored up bad. To me, it's bad. And, you know, it's probably going to leak forever. Who knows? I'm not putting a seal in it. Unless somebody magically comes up with a rebuild kit or something, which is highly unlikely. I'd just soon hit the lottery. We're just going to slap it back together the way it is and have some fun. So anyway, with that, friends and neighbors, this video is plenty long too. With that, be kind to yourself. Do something kind for a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. And happy trails.